evening, guys. Good to see you again. All right, so today it is core day. We're going to work all those core muscles. Same exercises we've been doing. We're just doing the same thing. Same routine. You guys have got it by now. So we're going to start with our regular crunches. On your back, crunch position. Difference between a crunch and a sit-up is still I want my shoulder blades off the ground, and that is it. That is all I have to do. Focus on bringing your belly and just tightening. I want to tighten this whole muscle group. That's what's going to lift me off the ground. All right, here we go on your backs. Hands can be wherever you want. It's your choice. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job, guys. All right, go ahead and sit up if you want. We're going to go into our bridge. So hands behind you. Adjust if you need to. We're going to hold our bridge as flat as we can for about 15 seconds. All right, bridge position. We're going up in 3, 2, 1. Raise up and hold. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Relax. Good job. All right, last thing we're going to do is going to be our knee crunches. So we are going to do our same crunch where our shoulder blades come off the ground. Difference is when I come up, I'm basically going to take my elbows and touch my knees, and my knees are going to come up too. I'm basically crunching from 2 different angles, so it's going to make it a little bit harder. Let's get back so you guys can see me a little better too. All right, we are going to do 10 of these on the first round. So I might start to burn a little bit. Here we go. Crunch position. Hands are going to be up this time. Kind of like you put your hands up. All right, 10 of these. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice job, guys. All right, go and stay on the ground if you want. We are going to regular crunches again, 10 of these. Really just trying to make you guys' stomach shake today. Here we go, 10, ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. All right, work your way into bridge position. We are going up as flat as you can. The flatter you get your bridge, the better it is going to do. Here we go. Raising up in 3, 2, 1, up. And hold. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Relax. Very nice. All right, last round of our knee crunches, and we are all good. We're going to go for another 10. Here we go. Crunch position. Getting ready in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Nice job, guys. Go ahead, sit up, relax. We are all good with our core workout. Anybody stomach shaking a little bit? Cool. That means we're doing it right. That's awesome. All right. So today we are going to go through a couple blocks, a couple kicks, just some basic stuff. I want to review a low block and a high block, and I want to do a front foot snap and a front foot round, and then we're going to do a little bit of a kicking combo too at the end. So that is our goal for today. Do a couple of the basics, do some refresher, and make you guys sweat a little bit, hopefully. Some of you are already sweating, which is good. All right, so let's get it started. We are going to start with our basic low block practice. So we're going to get in a really good front stance. That is the first thing. I want you to focus a lot on your stances in these, because we do a lot of practice on these blocks, but we don't think about our stances a lot when we're doing these blocks. I want you to think about that. So getting the best front stance you got, let me see it. I'm going to take a look. Let's see. Doesn't matter what foot's out, any foot. All right, I got some good ones. All right. Here we go. So one hand's going to be out, other is going to be tucked. We're going to do low block, middle attack, going down the line. We're going to go one forward, one backward, just for space. Here we go. By the numbers to start. Ready, one, prepare. All right, Rank, feel free to throw that run block in. Ready, two-step. Check that stance one more time. Good. Is it good? Ready, three block. And four punch. Right to the center. Very nice. All right, one more. Backing up. Ready, one, prepare. Two-step. Nice. Three strike. And four punch. Awesome. All right, all in one count. Now we're going to do 10 of these just to start. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2. Backing up. 3. Nice. 4. Every once in a while, after you settle in that stance, check your feet real quick. Make sure they're straight. Make sure those knees are bent. All right, here we go. 5. Nice. 6. 7. 8. All right, last 2, make them the best ones. Ready, 9. And 10. Nice job. All right, roll. And show. All right, let's do a little bit of low block trivia. So, if your answer is the first one I give, if your option is the first one, give me a thumbs up. If it's the second option I give it a thumbs down. So, when I low block, I should come to the knee. So, for example, I'm here. Should I come straight over my knee, or should I pass over and be past the knee? So thumbs up if it's on the knee, thumbs down if it's past the knee. All right. Looking good. Let me check everyone that's got their camera on anyway. All right, cool. I think we are all correct then. So in a proper low block, I've got to block my knee, right? When I go through, something is coming at my leg, whether it's a weapon, whether it's a kick, any sort of strike, I have to block that. And it's usually coming this way because they want to collapse that knee. Anything coming this way is kind of a weird attack just because I'm in this stance, my knee is bent, not that much damage is going to be done. If my knee were collapsed, like if I were standing straight up, then that knee strike becomes really effective. But in this stance where my knee is bent, it's very strong. So the easiest way to cripple this is to hit it from the side. And it'll just bend in on itself. So I'm blocking from that. So if you're in a proper stance, a really, really good stance, this block should go right across that knee. I know for a lot of us, sometimes our bodies are a little bit different, especially mine because I have long legs. So when I low block, probably just above the knee. So whatever, as technically correct as you can get. Some of you guys have shorter legs, so you can just throw that thing over like that. I can't do that unless I bend over. So it's a little bit different for everyone. But if you're in that correct stance, it should get really close to that. Let's see, what else can I quiz you on? All right, option number 1, when we prepare for a low block, it comes across, my elbow is down so like my face can be seen. Option 2, comes across, my elbow is up. So it's basically covering my mouth. So thumbs up for elbow down, thumbs down for covering. Do stuffed animals count? All right, yeah, you guys got it. All right, so when I do this, we sometimes get lazy where we go like this. And it's a little itty bitty detail, but it's a very important one because this is a block in of itself. Like I can use this to block wherever I want. If it's down here, I'll leave all this vulnerable. To prepare, like every single prepare we do is essentially a block in of itself. This is an easily defendable position. If I bring this down though, if I start middle blocking, preparing like that, I'm just gonna get whacked. So pay attention, we're gonna do 10 more of these. This time we're gonna add a little bit more power, a little bit more speed. But on the technique side, I want you to focus on the two things, making sure it's down close to the knee and it goes past, and that you're preparing over your mouth. This elbow should be flat with your shoulder almost, so it should be straight across. Shouldn't be up though, I don't want you to like block your eyes. What in the world is that stuffed animal? All right, let's do this thing, here we go. All right, so ready, eye straight, chumbi, step out into a good front stance, just like last time. One hand punching, one hand sucked. Here we go, a little bit more power, a little bit more speed. Focus on the block going past the knee and preparing all the way. Make sure this hand doesn't touch that shoulder also, it should just hover over it. Here we go, ready. 1. Nice, looks good. Ready, 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Nice job, guys. All right, hurl, show, shake it out. All right, we're gonna move on to our high block now. Whenever you practice those low blocks, whether it's in your kata, if you're just training at home, try and pick one of those things or another thing that you need, sorry, I can't talk, that you know you need to work on. So if you know that you're really bad at keeping your fist tight or touching that shoulder, just pick that, focus on that. Just always pick one thing when you work on something. That way you're always getting better. All right, time for some high blocks. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna get in the front stance. We're gonna do some high blocks down the line, a couple by the numbers, just so we can kind of get the jitters out a little bit. I know some of you guys are still completely virtual, so high blocks and blocks like this, we don't get to do them a lot, except for here. So that's what we're gonna focus on here. With our high block, a couple things I want you guys to watch out for. 1, stances, just like we talked about. That's always going to be my goal right now. Second thing, when you high block, it is important that you don't punch across. And when I say punch across, there's 2 different ways you can do a high block. It's either straight from your belly button up, or you basically take this, punch it across the top and block. The right answer, I'm not even going to ask. The right answer is just straight up. This is just extra motion. The other thing is, if I have something coming at me and I try and meet it this way, it's kind of like 2 cars trying to collide like this, but not knowing when they're going to hit each other, opposed to like a wall and a car heading towards that wall. It's inevitably going to hit it, just kind of a question of when. This is kind of hit and miss. If I'm too early, it flies by. If I'm too late, maybe I block it, maybe I overshoot, and it just hits me anyway. So it should come straight up, block. The angle that it blocks at is important too. We say 45. I know some of you are a little young to know what that means. Basically, it means a perfectly diagonal line. So if I had a square, basically means the corners of the square, a line drawn between that. So it's a perfect slant. If you are a little bit higher rank, I would recommend making that angle a little bit more. The more you make that angle, just a little bit, not a lot, it deflects a little bit better, and it's a good habit to get in because it's a better high block almost. 45 exactly is just a really good benchmark. So if you're under the rank of purple belt, I'd say I would stick to 45. If you're over, try and bring it up just a little bit, not a lot, but just a little bit. Third thing, when I throw this up here, my bicep should be close to my ear. Further out it is, the less power I have, the more leverage this has to just fail. If I have this, it's basically a straight line, which is harder to break. If I'm bent at all, this is another joint that can just collapse on me. So I want my bicep close to my ear, good angle, it comes straight up, blocks just like that. All right, let's do some practice now. Here we go. So good front stance, check all the things. I don't think I need to say them anymore. All right, one hand out, other hand tucked. Here we go. High rank, make sure you throw that ground block in. Everybody else, just stick with me. I'm just going to do the single hand block. Here we go. Ready? One prepare. On the belly button. 2-step. Check that stance. Stabilize it. Ready. 3 block. Real quick. Check those 3 things. Is that bicep close to that ear? It should be about a hand width away. How's that angle on that arm? Is it bent about a 45? Perfect slant. And did that hand come straight up? All right, here we go. One more going back, or sorry, punch, 4 punch, my bad. Now going backwards. Here we go. Ready? One prepare. 2-step. Check that stance. Here we go. Think about all those things. Ready? 3 block. And 4 punch. Nice job. All right, all on 1 count now. Here we go. Ready? 1. Backing up. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And last one, 10. Awesome job. Roll. And show. All right, relax for a second, shake it out. Got a couple of questions, not the quiz type, but just in general. So, who felt kind of their muscle memory like they wanted to do any of the things that I talked about? Just a little bit. Anybody like they could feel their arm kind of coming away from their ear? Maybe it was like a fist away or something like that. Maybe it kind of curves up a little bit instead of going straight. Anybody have any of those problems? Anybody's angle a little weird? Okay, Trenton's got some. That's good. All right, cool. So that is something that I do sometimes. A couple of those I do. And they're just kind of habits that we build. So when we do our martial arts, we think about kind of the big picture, especially when you're your guys' rank, it's kind of learn the 1 steps, learn the kata, fix the big things, test, get the next stuff, and you just keep going. When you get to a higher rank or when you look back, you kind of notice these little things that have kind of shown up that didn't really matter at the time. But when you get to black belt, 2nd degree, 3rd red, some of those things start to matter a lot more. It's like the little things about your low block or your high block where they kind of look a little funky. We're going to point that out to you on, say, your 3rd red test. Like that, that's important to us that you understand. Because a black belt fundamentally is we call it a fundamental understanding of the basics. That means you understand all our basic katas, all our 1 steps, all our basics, everything that is at a basic level, that is basically a preliminary understanding of it. That's our goal to get you to black belt, is that you understand all this stuff. So getting there is part of cleaning some of this stuff up, which is why I want to go through like some of these basic blocks with you guys. Because that's not something that we do in class a lot. It's we kind of focus on the bigger picture. So with virtual class, I get to go a little bit deeper though, especially because we're not going to do katas or anything like that. So when you are training any of these things, whether it's some of you are in here, which is great, focus on something like that. Always have a big picture problem and a little picture problem. So always have like a kata that you need to say like, I'm working on a kata. I know I need to work on this part. Like I'm not very good at it. Have that, and then have my low block's kind of weird, or when I step into my back stance, my foot's a little crooked. Have that too, because those two work very good together. Because you have basically one problem to ask for. You could ask Master Young, say, I need some help on this. We work on it in class. Then you have kind of the thing that you think about while you're doing it. So like we might be working on that section of the kata, and there might be a back stance in it, and I think, oh, I got to make sure that while I'm doing this too. That's a really good mindset that if you guys kind of adopt now, it's going to get a little bit easier later. All right, I'm done talking now. You guys can not be bored anymore. We're going to do a couple kicks now because we got some time. So we're going to do a front foot snap kick first, then a front foot roundhouse, and then I'll probably throw some combos in there for you too. So with our front foot snap, I know we've done it a lot. Quick review. We are going to do, actually take that back. We're going to do back foot snap because we haven't done that as much. So good front stance, hands are up. I'm just going to lift. Back knee is going to be in this chambered position. I'm going to extend, bring it back, reset. Important thing with our snap kicks and our basics, especially basics and kata, pull the toes back. This is how I'm going to do, so this is how I'm going to kick when I'm actually striking something. So if I'm breaking a board, if I'm anything like that, pull those toes back. I want to hit with the ball of my foot, which is this hard part right about here, behind the toes. If you're in sparring, hitting like one steps, if you have a snap kick and a one step, you generally want to point the toes, just because if it hits something, it'll hurt less. But if I am striking something for real, if I'm breaking a board, kata, technique-wise, pulling the toes back is correct. But I'd like to see that when I do these. Other than that, focus on chamber up, out, back, down. I'm really trying to refine your kicks right now. So here we go. Hands are up. 10 of these off the right, 10 of these off the left, and we'll switch. If you're a brown belt and above, double it, because why not? Do two separate targets too. I don't really care where they are as long as it's not like Smurf knee. You want to go knee, groin, solar plexus head. I'm good with whatever, just don't kick any Smurfs. Here we go, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job, guys. All right, switch feet, other foot. I'm seeing some of you with those hands glued to those cheeks. That makes me really happy. I see a lot of it. That makes me really happy. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. All right, roll, show. Shake it out for a second. All right. Who felt a little bit weird pulling their toes back? Anybody feel kind of wonky doing that? Okay, a couple people. Let's see, everyone. Yep, a couple of you guys. That's okay. Sometimes we get in a habit of one or the other. It's kind of a battle between the two, when to use one or when to use the other. I would just say it depends on your situation. But if you ask me technique-wise, a correct snap kick always has the toes pulled back. If you're doing it for safety or for a tournament to make it prettier, that's okay. But if I ask you to show me like a base, like in basics, a snap kick, I want to see those toes pulled back. Is it going to fail you on a test? No. It's kind of a personal preference of mine. I don't know how Master Young feels exactly about when to use it and when to not. I like enforcing it because to me it makes the kick more realistic. So technically, if I'm ever going to use that kick, that's how I would use it. Is just pulling it toes back, striking with the ball of the foot, because that's actually going to strike. If I pump my toes, I might hit something hard and I might break those toes. So it all depends. That is just my advice. So we are going to do our front foot round. Yeah, we'll do front foot round, no back foot round. I don't want you guys to mess with your knees. So here we go. Back stance for the first time. Can't talk. Back stance for the first time today. Check that back stance though. I'm going to check mine too. I'm going to make mine a little bit bigger. Check that back knee. Make sure it's pushed back all the way. A little common mistake is I see people trying to push their knee out this way or in. Push it out over that foot. All right, here we go. With that front foot round, we're going to slide up, lift, extend, chamber, reset. Just like that. Here we go. Ready? 1. Very nice. 2. I don't want to see no birds, though. I see a couple. Let's see. 3. Looking good. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Nice job, guys. All right, switch feet, other foot. Here we go. Might kick a little bit higher or lower, depending on if it's your good foot or your bad foot. That's okay. Here we go. Ready? 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Nice job, guys. Roll. And show. All right, shake it out, relax. So, still got time. We are going to do one more kick. It is going to be a combination kick. I know some of you were here when I taught this. Some of you weren't. I think some of you weren't. Either way, we're going to do it again. It is the front foot snap round. It's a really good sparring technique and just a cool kick. So what this looks like, I'm going to combine the two. It's going to be a slide up. I'm going to lift my foot for the snap. It's going to be a quick snap kick. Then it's going to turn around, roundhouse. So one more time, I'm going to slide up, snap, round. What makes this kick a little bit easier, it's also the challenging part of it, is my feet. Watch my back foot. So I'm in this fighting kind of stance. Back stance doesn't matter right now. I'm going to slide up. This foot raises. I do the snap kick. As I turn my knee over, the foot kicks out, and I do the roundhouse. That's the tricky part. If you want to keep your foot still, you can. It's probably going to be a little bit easier for lower rank if you do that. High rank, I'd like you to try and pivot the foot. So try and get here. I come up. On that hip turn, knee over, try and kick that heel a little bit. It makes the kick a lot easier. So it should look like this. Full speed, I'm going to snap, round. It's kind of a fake out kick. I'm going to the front, going to the side. It's kind of like that back fist ridge hand that I do. Here we go. We're going to do 5 off one side, 5 off the other. Just give it your best try. Here we go. Ready? 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Nice job. Switch feet. Last kick, and then we're all done. Here we go. Ready? 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. All right, roll and show. Great job, guys. All right, so let's stretch it out, and then we will bow out. All right, we're going to start just with a sitting stretch. It's going to be one leg out, one leg tucked under. It's going to get that hamstring stretch in there, push that knee all the way down. We're going to hold it for like 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Other side. Here we go. Same thing. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, one, release, nice and easy, and butterfly position. First one, keep your head up, arch your back, just focus on pushing those knees down or just your muscles. Don't worry about that extra pressure yet. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, nose to your toes. But don't smell them. Three, two, one, release. We're gonna go both legs straight out. Reach over, grab as far as you can. Ankles or shins is okay if that's all you got. Some of us got long legs. 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, that's good for our leg stretches. Let's stretch out our arms a little bit too. So one arm is going to go across, just lock it down. Stretch out that shoulder a little bit. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch arms. Same thing. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, last one we're going to do, we're going to stretch out our wrists a little bit, just like we did on Tuesday night. So, we're going to sit on our feet just kind of like this. Hands are going to go palms down, nice and gentle. Palms down like this, we're just going to put a little bit of pressure. You should feel it kind of in your forearms right here. A little bit easy pressure. If it hurts, just take some pressure off. This is a very, some people have a little bit more sensitive wrists. Be nice and careful with this one. It'll stretch out all those forearm muscles for us. Three, 2, 1, and release. Flip those over. So we're going to go back to the hands down and just hold it. Again, nice and easy on those wrists. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Nice and easy. Last thing we're going to do, just roll those wrists out a little bit. Shake them out. All over the place if you want. All right. Good job, guys. Let's bow it out. Here we go. Nice straight. And bow.